How about now? Check, check. You guys. Okay. So, you missed the whole intro and me talking about the job. What's going on, guys? Anyway, I was trying to tell you both hello. I'm sorry about that. I did not know that it wasn't working. Um, I had a Windows update, like I set up the stream, and I was like, oh, okay, fine, and I went to bed. And when I came back, it was like, you have a Windows update. Would you like to restart? And I'm like, I don't know. And then I meant to click do it later, and I totally clicked restart now. But for whatever reason, I think because I left my streaming software open, it like force closed it. And so just now, it did not have like the source detected to use my headset, because when my computer restarted, my headset wasn't on. So, problem solved. All is good. What I was saying is I was trying to explore let's see, can we go to the world map? The new stuff, like the newer states. And so instead of going back to Iowa, I wanted to try and maybe work my way down to Arkansas. So we're going to take this job that goes down to Joplin and then see if we can get something that spits us out in Arkansas and try and avoid just heading right back into Kansas or whatever. But I was also saying, as money builds up, we've got 64,000 right now, and I would like to maybe see if we could afford building or buying a used truck or whatever. And so if you guys are up for that, then we will try and get a truck for an employee. And so I think that could be kind of fun, and you guys can have a little bit of input on what truck, obviously within the limitations of what we can afford, but what truck and what color or things like that. So might be kind of good.
Recompute.
Oh, are you? You're driving from...
Turn left.
You're driving from Montana. Okay, I like it. I didn't spend very much time, now that I'm thinking about it, up in Montana. Like you mentioned Montana. And I'm like, well, I've got the DLC. I've got all the DLCs. But I'm like, I don't really know Montana. And so I feel like I probably haven't spent much time there. And I know I've got some garages there in one of my other saves, but I don't feel like I ever use them. I don't feel like I ever drive there. I feel like they were just like places to park my excess trucks that employees use.
Keep right.
Alright, looks like our job is right here up on the left.
Get ready to turn
We got the police right behind us.
Turn left.
And is that our trailer? No, that's not. That is a fuel tank. We're going over here. Right now I have
Finally, we are here.
the Real Companies mod. I don't have a lot of mods. I usually will do some. Let me take this job. Is there a doubles option or anything? There is not. Okay, we will just stick with that. So one thing that I always consider with the mod is is it game breaking? And so I don't necessarily want to mod that unlocks all of the stuff for the trucks at level 1, because then there's kind of no point. I'm not usually in that big of a rush to I don't know, just get the best thing, get it on the road or whatever. And so because of that, I'm not usually struggling to find what I'm looking for. But after I get going and stuff, I'm not against mods. I do like some customization mods, like different wheels or things like that. And so we're a little right. Oh, we actually got it. But I do like some of that kind of stuff. We want to have the good looking truck when it's all said and done. But what mods are you thinking? Yeah, finally. We're finally here. Alright. We'll get this stuff out on the road. We are at a gas station. I'm a little tempted to just pull over there really fast and fill up because we got, I don't know, a little bit under 3/4.
Get ready to turn right.
You know what? I'll turn right when I'm ready. Alright. Quick fuel stop. Map mods. Okay, like what kind of map mods? I actually have never seen any map mod. Like I've never looked at them, and I've never really like paid attention to someone using them, so I don't really know what they do, like what kind of mods there are. Alright, let's get this thing going again. And we gotta swing that out and around the pump. Oh yeah. I like it. We are going right, not in front of the Volvo. It's gonna be a problem. Well, we're already out. There we go. Try and not cut the corner too sharp. All is well, and nobody had to really wait for us. There's like... Uh-oh. My range switch. I'm gonna have to look at that and see if it is shorting out or if I'm like not flipping it well, because my splitter didn't like that, but we're all on the road. It's all good. I would definitely be curious about what map mods are out there and what they've got. There's a KFC.
Keep right.
I definitely think that the modding community in this game does a seriously awesome job. Like, there are obviously like trash mods and stuff like that, but for the most part, the people that are making mods for this are like dedicated. They really want more out of the game. And so, like this one even, just like having the realistic companies mod is like really awesome. Like, there's an HEB. I love HEB. Such a great store. It's like one of my favorite places. But like, there's a lot of extra realism seeing the you know, comfortable road signs that you're familiar with. I'd be kind of curious to check out some of the map mods.
Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Oh, we're making it through that. There's a billboard for American Truck Simulator Missouri. I like it.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
And we gotta stop. Do you have any mods that you really like and recommend? Because, like, I'm definitely down to look at some stuff. I have not tons of free time, but I do have some free time that, like, I can put one on and check it out and see what it's all about.
Go straight on.
All right, we are hopefully ready to get on the highway now. It's kind of looking like a decent shot right here. Discovered a Volvo dealer. So you were saying you do like the Kenworth and the Peterbilt's the best. Do you have a favorite one? Oh, we don't actually have to merge. We're good. We can stay right here in this lane. Speed limit is 70 as well, so we'll try and get up to speed. This trailer's got a little bit of weight in it. We did upgrade to the 500 horsepower Cummins. There goes a loan payment. I don't even remember having a loan. Apparently I have a loan. Weird.
Keep left.
And we're going left. Homeboy, you're gonna have to let me over. Coming over. There we go.
Keep right.
Okay, stay on this road. Is that red? Yes, I feel like it is red. Okay.
Keep right.
Okay. Discover North America. That's kind of crazy. Like, people have gone out and modded all of that stuff in. Seems like a lot of work. How is the scope of it and stuff? Does it feel as detailed as like the rest? Did they like import their own models, or did they like reuse models that are already in the game and just like build the road network? I'm actually kind of curious how that would work.
Go straight on.
I really thought we were getting onto the highway there, the way that road merged back there. So I'm kind of hoping that this is like not the type of driving we're gonna have the whole way through Missouri. I definitely want to visit these little towns and stuff, but I don't want to be stuck stop and go.
Go straight on.
I don't know if we had taken that job to Columbia, you know, we'd be almost there, 43 miles. I feel like if we've gone to the 500 horsepower Cummins and it's still struggling this much, that's kind of crazy. And sort of glad that we're not still sitting at 450 horsepower. curve was a little sharp. Give it a 5 out of 10. Okay. Southeast looks good.
Keep left.
Canada's perfect. Okay. You know, that's something that, like, I'm kind of drifting left there. That's something that I don't know that I have read any releases on. Maybe they've announced it and I haven't caught that part. But I'm curious if they plan to do part of Canada. Back in the old days in 18 Wheels of Steel, they didn't do all of Canada, but they did do parts of Mexico and parts of Canada. And, like, obviously almost everybody in Canada lives within, like, the first 100 miles or something of the US border. So, like, you don't have to model all of Canada. You could totally model, like, the southern third of all the provinces and capture just about everything. But I'd be curious if they're gonna keep going and try and do a little bit of something like that, because I think that'd be interesting. I would love to see snow. That's something that, like, the weather here, it's either like rain or shine. In the old days, there was snow and it was slick and it was hairball to drive in. And I don't know, that could be like a fun mechanic. I know right now they're trying to get, like, this stuff out, but having a snow mechanic and even having to change your tires or something, like, that could be kind of wild and make for an interesting experience. We are taking this exit and going right. That guy, all right, he did that. These are not very broad curves. They are actually reasonably tight. Jefferson City, here we come. This lane's gonna end, I guess. We'll merge over.
Keep left.
Oh, speed limit is down to 60. That's kind of interesting. I'm surprised that, like, so many people are doing that kind of stuff. Like, I would not have expected a mod of Asian cities. But, like, someone out there was like, this is the market. I'm gonna make this because I want it and everyone's gonna love it. But, like, that's kind of cool. That's very interesting. I'm always kind of amazed when I look at the mod stuff. Like, I'll be like, I need one thing, I want different wheels, or I want a tire pack, or, you know, something weird. And I start looking through there and I get kind of lost on the workshop where it's like, there's 27,000 wheel mods, or, you know, something wild like that. And I'm like, really? But it's also really cool because it means that there is tons of adaptability for the game. Can we make it? Can we make it? Oh. We might have to downshift. Yeah, it's going to go downhill. We're not downshifting. We're going for it. We're going to lug this thing through. Actually, we might not. It's going to go back uphill. Yeah, all right. This guy, like, kind of wants to pass me and kind of doesn't want to pass me. He doesn't really know. Sharp curve. There we go. It's definitely getting more green, much more foliage, much larger trees. This is like the kind of Missouri I've driven through. There were some wild drivers there, though. I was like stuck in bumper to bumper traffic with my friend. We're like sitting there, and there's like a parallel frontage road like right off the side of the highway, and all of a sudden the cars just start like cutting through the grass. And I mean, it's probably like, I don't know, maybe 50 feet, 100 feet, like nothing super far, but not like directly adjacent. And people are just like cutting through there, trying to get on the frontage road and go around the traffic. And then when they get up there and they like, the road's gonna curve away from where we're going, they're like trying to cut back in. And I'm like, is this the normal down here? Like, you just get off the road when you want and get back on and just expect everybody to let you in so you don't have to wait? It was the wildest thing I've ever seen. I was like, I've never seen people just like take an alternate route by driving across the field for, you know, a mile. Very exciting stuff. Alright, we gotta merge left, and we got this guy over here. We're gonna just cut in there now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why? Dude, the speed limit's 60. What are you doing? That happened. Very astonishing views. It's hard to enjoy them when I'm, you know, following this guy who's slamming on the brakes and I have to be alert. We got a left turn coming up as well in a couple miles. I'm thinking that's like a stoplight, and that's probably our turn. Where we're going. No one knows where we're going.
Turn left.
Come on. Come on. Keep going, guys. Nope. Was really hoping to secure the coast all the way to the sign. There is, it's a four-way stop. We're okay. We're just gonna do it. We are probably halfway through the journey, I guess, at this point. So, not too bad. We are on kind of the back roads. We're not on like the interstate system, but if we can cruise at highway speeds and then it's just kind of nice winding roads, we get to see all the scenery, I'm down with that. See if we can get this back up to 60 though. Nice rolling hills. So I wonder if we've got I was just thinking, you know, like I was saying earlier, I wanted to buy another truck and get an employee, but I started having this epiphany, like, do we have extra bays in the garage? I don't know that the garage starts with any. You might only get one bay, and you might have to pay to upgrade the garage before you can even hire an employee. So that might be a thing. it looks like just the one bay. That's not ideal. I don't feel like it's very cheap either. We are exiting right. We're in Springfield. And we're going to slow down. We're catching up to that bus. Let's try to not smash through that. Ho-ho! We're kind of coming in. They didn't leave much room there for the merge, so we're coming in whether they like it or not. Really? Awesome. Awesome. Welcome, Matthew. How are you doing today?
Keep left.
Hoping that with the rolling hills we were going to get another downhill, and we got a little one here, but trying to actually get up to 70 has been a struggle. Once those cars slowed me down, that was kind of all she wrote. Here's to hoping that it's smooth sailing for the next 80 miles. I kind of want to get over and get around this guy now. I'm going to assume that the bus is going to be a problem. So my wife is on a road trip and she's got to drive like 500 miles today, and that worries me when she's out on her own. So I like just checking my phone every now and then to make sure I don't like have a missed call or a missed text, and apparently I can't do that and also simultaneously watch the road in front of me. This is probably why they have all those rules about don't text and drive. Like they're just so subtle, like they're rolling hills, but like the truck is not tolerating them well at all. All right, back up to 70. Let's get in front of Georgia Pacific right here, and all is good again. I'm really enjoying the view. I hope you guys are too. It's very scenic. Tons of trees. Not a lot of cityscape and stuff like that, but I'm kind of okay with that. I'm interested to see some of the larger cities, but like the rural country. Oh, we're taking this exit, guys. Here we go. As I'm talking, I'm not hearing the GPS. As I'm looking through here, it's super cool. It's very interesting to like kind of cruise these back roads and see the little stuff that they put in here. We've made it to Joplin. I've never been to Joplin myself, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, we got to back it down to 35.
Go straight on.
And we're going to catch this light red. And we're actually going to take a right up here. I wonder, we should maybe visit. There's a little view area right here on the right. I don't know if we'll be able to get over to the right. light's gonna go green, so maybe we can beat this other truck. Nope. Oh, especially not if we're in 5th gear. There we go. This red car is gonna let me in. Alright, where is this scenic spot? Is it in this parking lot?
Go straight on.
I'm not clear. I guess it's not. It must be in front of this building, and I just can't see it. It's not right in front of me, right? Like, I'm not looking at it, and I don't see it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's right here on the right. So, this is going to be interesting. Because we're going to have a... I guess this guy's turning too. We're going to have a crazy kind of turn to get out of here. Yep, he was trying to beat that red and almost hit me. Alright, can we get through there? Yes, we can. Alright. Wasn't sure if we were going to take stuff out. Put those brakes on. Let's see what we got. Alright, I kind of like it. Good looking city. There is a photo spot right next to where we parked. And so we'll take a quick screenshot there. See, it would help if I'd like been here so I could see what the accurately modeled buildings are. Like this church, you know, is this like a famous church in Joplin or something? I don't know, but they put a lot of detail into it. It's a really good model. So let's get this thing started back up. And then, like I said, there is a something or other that we're supposed to take a picture of behind this Ace Hardware. Can we get out of here? Ho-ho! We're going for it. I'm thinking we just get out here on the road and we'll just snag this going by. What it is, I don't know.
Go straight on.
Maybe right here. Let's go photo mode. Media. There we go. The Utilities Company. All right, our scenic shot is of the Utilities Company. Big part of Joplin culture, apparently. I actually kind of like that with the sunset coming through the clouds. Maybe get rid of... can't really avoid the traffic light. We're going to have to stick with the first one. Alright, our destination is not far. We got a couple miles down this road, and then we're arriving. Rygar, did you have a good day off of work? You weren't at work today, right?
Go straight on.
Alright, I think we have the next right turn coming up. We have to merge left, though. So we're going to do that first. I think. Maybe. It's hard to tell. We're We're gonna do the merge.
Get
Yeah,
ready to
that's our
turn
turn up there. All right, we merged just in time to take our turn.
Turn right.
Let's see, we're not going to Amerigas right there. Oh, maybe that sign, we are going to Amerigas, but that sign is just saying it's on this road, not that that destination was Amerigas. Looks like we're taking a mandatory turn right here.
Get ready to turn left.
And GPS says we're going left. No work today, man. That's what we want to hear.
Turn left.
Hopefully you had a good Saturday. What do we got? Yep, we got guys coming that way. It's not a 3-way or 4-way stop. Just us. I almost forgot my lights. We didn't pass a cop, so we haven't gotten a ticket, but I did forget the lights. I got so distracted taking pictures, I forgot, as I said sunset,
Turn left.
didn't register with me. Hey, turn the lights on. Then I'm looking at my dash and I'm like, you know, it's actually really hard to see. All right. Wait for this gate. I appreciate you stopping by the stream on anniversary day. Hopefully it's been a great one. How long have you been married?
You have arrived at your destination. Your rap guidance is now finished.
Okay. Oh, on the other side of this building. I'm like looking at the map and I'm like, it's behind a building. I'm like, where's this building? Oh man, we got this weird post right in front of us. I like these new destinations, right? Like some of the other ones, when they were first coming out with the new maps, they were kind of just like sort of reusing the same, I don't know, like the same buildings or whatever, like the same parking lots. I don't know what you want to call them. And it kind of felt like you'd go to Washington and there'd be like a few unique ones, but they weren't like dedicated to Washington. Probably should have hit this different. I was thinking that the post was a little bit more this way. In fact, we're going to make that adjustment right now. I thought the post was like straight in front of it, so I kind of like cut it weird when I was coming in. But I'm actually tempted to... Nah, we can do it. We'll do it. I was thinking we should just go on the other side of the post, but I don't think that's necessary. Alright. See if we can get this thing kinked right here. Part of it is like I'm looking out the back window that you guys can't see, which... Oh, God, dude. I'm looking out the back window at the wrong spot. No wonder. I was like, why am I having trouble getting in there? Because I'm not going to the right spot. The struggle is real. Less talking, more doing. That's not the power of the Home Depot, I don't think. I don't even know what I was saying. I've lost my mind. I got like all kinds of turned around here. I have a new plan. I just came up with it. What I was saying about the window, right? You guys can't see what I'm looking at when I'm inside the cabin, and so it's kind of a weird view if you're like, why is he just staring out the side of the truck? But really, you don't realize that I'm looking out the back window, because like when I've got this view, I can see like straight out the back. You just can't see any of that. So, had I known then what I know now, I would have liked to come in this way. I'm torn. Can we make it? Maybe not. I was thinking I could come down here and do a U-turn and go back up the way I just came out. I don't think we have to, but I was thinking that would be better because I'd be a little bit straighter and that post that's in my way wouldn't be in my way. But we don't care. We're all good. I just got to focus on this and less on all the random nonsense I'm saying. We are going to go over here. I feel like I can never remember. I almost never drive outside of the cabin because I'm not usually as concerned about other views. So I don't know what any of the view buttons are. All right, now we can straighten out a little bit. I feel a little bit better about that. We're on the other side of the post. We just gotta ditch the idea that the post is gonna move out of our way and just maneuver around it like that. Much better. That feels better. I should have just did that to begin with. I was like torn about the post, wanted to go on the other side of it. Did not work. Spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to make it work. Look at that. We're in. Drop that thing down. Maybe. The struggle was real. You've been married for 4, together for 14. Sorry, I did fall behind trying to avoid the chat there for a minute. So, when you say you don't know how to do the third option, like you mean there's like the don't have to park it and they'll just accept it is the first one. The easy parking is the second one, and then like the challenging parking is the third one. I'm guessing you're referring to that. And so, yeah, some of the challenging ones are legitimately challenging. And if you aren't used to backing up a trailer, that can be a little bit more weird. I totally would recommend, if you wanted to practice, if you go to like one of the like the larger truck stops, you could totally practice like backing the trailer up, not even into like a spot, but like getting a feel for like when to turn it, how to turn it. It is a repetition thing. Like, I haven't had to back up a trailer into a tight spot like that. That wasn't super tight, but just that pole was messing with me. But like trying to avoid an obstacle. I haven't had to back up a trailer trying to avoid an obstacle for a minute. And so like it takes a little bit of practice to get into it. But I believe in you. So if we take a job right here from AmeriGas, they all go to Kansas. And that's not bad, I guess, but like it's so close. I just want to go to Arkansas. Let's take a look at the freight market and see what is actually in. Oh, is this all that's in Joplin? Hang on, I can't tell if it's only showing me at AmeriGas or if it's showing me all of Joplin, and that's really all there is. No, there we go. There are more jobs. So there are some Peterbilts that go to Texas. We can go all the way across Missouri. Furniture, that job expires in 20 minutes and it's like way far away from us. We will not make it there. This one's actually fairly close. Mobile air compressors, take them from Joplin to Hot Springs, so that's a possibility right now. We can take grain. That one's even further away. Not that that's the end of the world, but these are all from the same origin. Okay, we don't have a lot of options. This one's actually really close. It doesn't pay well. I've never hauled the RV before, but it pays terrible. So, is it? I mean, it's fragile, but yeah, it's not like valuable in any way. So, I'm sort of tempted to go back to, which one did I see? The mobile air compressors? They're kind of close by, and they're paying 30 a mile. So, look at that route. What kind of janky road is that? I don't know that I have a lot of driving experience in Arkansas, so this could be a new experience for me. I mean, not in the game, in real life. Like, I haven't really driven through Arkansas, so be kind of curious to see what they model it like. I think we take this. Boca, welcome, welcome.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's get moved over to this new spot. It's 20 miles away. And we'll go find our trailer. Come on, gate.
Get ready to turn right.
You know, I didn't really think that through. So I didn't want to drive in the night because I actually want to see Arkansas. So I forgot it was night when I was looking at the map, even though we did just deliver the trailer. You'd think I would know that. Let me see if there's a truck stop, and then we might have to do that first. Ugh. Neither of them's great to get to. There is a Peterbilt dealer over here and stuff. All right, I'm going to come over here. We're going to rest. Then we'll reconsider our job. If the job's still there, I'm happy to take that one, but I don't want to drive that route in the dark and not see any of the cool scenery that we're here to see. So, bear with me. Unfortunately, unlike the long form videos, I can't just cut this part while I drive over there. You guys gotta be along for the ride. Way more nimble without the trailer.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
All right. Kind of looks clear, right? These guys are all turning. We're going. Cut off the utility guy. We already know that they take their utilities serious here. They told us to take a picture of it. Oh, back down to 35. Never mind.
Go straight on.
Lots of cool stuff though, like these little sculptures here are kind of freaky. They almost look like, I don't know, I don't know, maybe they almost look like those little lava monsters out of Silent Hill. God, I haven't seen, like, played Silent Hill in a minute. What are they called? The Ash something or others? I've not seen the new Silent Hill. A friend of mine says it's amazing. I don't know if you guys play anything like that. I've had plenty on my plate that I have not considered many new options. I find it hard to imagine that the nearest bed is all the way over here. That's something that I think maybe needs to be done, is you should be able to pull over. Maybe there's a mod, but you should be able to pull over in any place, whether it's an authorized sleeping spot or not, and sleep. But that's just me. Toxic, welcome.
Go straight on.
How have you been? I had a question. I was trying to find your channel, and when, how do I explain it? When I went back to the old stream video, and I was clicking on your name trying to like get to your page, and it wouldn't take me there. So I tried to search for you, and the thumbnail in your like chat image is so small, I couldn't figure out which Toxic Gaming was you. I don't know if there's a way you can tell me which Toxic Gaming is you. It was surprisingly a lot of results when I looked for it. Alright, we gotta pass this guy. Oh, actually we don't. We're going to turn right up here. I was thinking we had to go much further on this route, but we do not.
Keep right, and then turn right.
I did not want to be stuck behind him, but we are turning right here. Dude, what are you doing? Just like real life. I don't want to be in this lane. Uh-oh. He's got his four-ways on. Did he rear end that truck?
Turn right.
Alright, right turn. There's actually a pickup location right there that I'm like staring at. But here's our Peterbilt dealership, and we should be able to rest here. Where? I don't know where we can rest. Maybe like right here? Yep, right there. Alright, and rest. Oh. I did not see the link. I will scroll back through there again, and I will do it on my computer. I was trying to do it from my phone, and not as easy to do. So I will scroll through there on the computer and see if I can come up with it. Let's see. Is that job still an option? So we're here. It is not. And these ones are far away. So we need something, even if it doesn't go to Missouri, we need something over here. We just drove all the way over here. Okay, that's a short one. It at least gets us there. Yeah, we're not going all the way back for that. We'll take this one. It'll get us into Arkansas. This little baby. All right. I'm going to take that.
Let's do this.
Of course, we got the air. I guess on the map, where's the map? There we go. We're like basically going right back where we just came from. There was, I guess Northwestern Energy didn't have originating cargo. Maybe they've only got a destination. We'll give the air a second. There we go. We'll give it another second. All right. We should be good now. We do have 76,000. I say, do we start this job, or do I look at the used truck market right now? Oh, you're getting your roof fixed. That's not good. Just like you bought a new roof, or you have like damage that has to get repaired.
Get ready to turn left.
I will have to tune into the stream later. I'm gonna have to go find the channel so I can figure out when you're on.
Turn left.
Oh, all the traffic shows up now. We pull up to the stop sign, and these guys come around the corner. Red light. You guys gonna stop? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller. There we go. I might be the only one old enough for the reference. Who knows? I don't know. I guess, Rygar, if you've been together with your girl for 14 years and married for 4, you're maybe there. I don't know if you've seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Total classic. Damage getting repaired. Is it like weather related? Like hurricanes and wind and like that kind of stuff? Or wait, where are you, Toxic? Where are you? I'm trying to think where you told me you were. If you told me. No, you're in Panama. Ah, wait, you're in Panama, right?
Go straight on.
I was really looking forward to this load, but we've spent more time just trying to get to it and get to the morning than it'll take to actually deliver it.
Go straight on.
Oh, come on. No luck. Oh, you're in Florida. You are in Florida. Who's in Panama? Somebody's in Panama. I was thinking you were in Florida. Then I was like, no, that's not right. You're about to finish watching Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah, there we go. What are the chances we can catch this light green?
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Oh, we're going. And then we got a right turn coming up. Oh, no luck.
Go straight on.
Oh, you sent me a friend request on Discord. Okay. I will have to go check that out. I have the app on my phone. Hang on. While we're cruising through town, we'll see if I can manage to use my phone and drive at the same time. Let's do a big upshift. We'll lug that for a second, but then hands-free. Where is
Go
Discord?
straight on.
Oh, there you are. Accept.
Get ready to turn right.
Okay, I got you accepted. If you want to send me the channel link in there too, that might actually be easier than trying to like copy and paste it out of YouTube comments.
Get ready to turn left.
But yeah, I'll totally tune in for the stream.
Turn left.
What are you planning to play tonight? Awesome. Be back in 3 minutes. Gotcha.
Safe and sound.
All right. Let's take our job. Let's get into Arkansas. Guardrails. There are a lot of options here. Singles. Double. All right. We can stick with that. I'm kind of curious what these guardrails look like. If they're under a tarp, I don't get to see them. Alright. I wonder what the vote is on whether or not I can get underneath this thing on the first try from this weird angle. Oh, might have went left. Nope. Hang on. Started like kinking it back too far to the right, and that was not going to work. I cannot judge my rear distance. I feel like I'm there. Alright, we can't use this. Oh, I was not nearly as close as I thought I was. There we go. If I would have kept going, we were actually going to get it. But that angle, like the whole truck just disappears right there, so I'm like, there's no way. I thought we missed it altogether. It's alive. Stand by. Let me look in. Yes, I did get the channel link. Let's see. Perfect. All right. I got subscribed. I think the struggle is real right now. Yes, I hear you. I'm trying to figure out how to share it. I can try and just post it in the chat. I don't think you'll be able to just click on it, but I can post it nonetheless, and then I don't know, that might work. No, I don't want that. I just want to copy the link. There we go. All right. On my side, it hyperlinked. I don't know if you'll be able to click it. I wonder if I'm allowed to post links. I've always struggled with posting links on YouTube chat. So I don't know if it's because it's my stream, it let me, or if there's like a setting. Some people have it turned off so you can't post links. I don't know, but that... Sorry, guys. Actually, not stall the truck. But yeah, that worked well. So check that out. Short as this journey looked, it is still 154 miles, so it's not nothing. We're just like geographically close, but I'm guessing the route kind of looked like we're zigzagging all over the place, so it's not as simple as just a straight shot. GPS is like, turn right, and I'm like, bro, I'm waiting on the gate. All right, can we make it? Nope. Whenever you're ready. All right, all is good. We're back on the road.
Ready to turn left.
Yes, I saw that. So
Turn left.
it like goes to your stream, and I got to the subscribe button as well. We're doing it. We're doing it. There's a guy coming. Oh yeah, we made it. And then where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, up here we're actually staying on this road for a minute. We gotta like backtrack the way we just came through all this stuff again. We're gonna know Joplin very well when it's all said and done. Make it. I gotta make it. I gotcha. Do you have modded engines or audio? Or what do you do on there? I did have a modded Caterpillar. Had to have a cat, and I do like that. That's like the only motor mod I've really ever tried.
Go straight on. straight on.
Are you, Rygar, are you asking me about a stream for 25 minutes or Toxic? Seriously? That was wild. The truck was like hung up on something. I even like dropped it into low there and it still stalled. Hopefully I wasn't like hitting a car. I didn't get a ticket, but it was like legitimately hung up. I'm like pedal on the floor and it stalled out. Alright, we gotta merge left. Like I said, we're getting to know Joplin. There's always a curveball. Expect the unexpected in Joplin. Famous utilities, roads that just end, stoplights everywhere. Just for that, I might take my wife on a vacation to Joplin, Missouri. Don't know what's down there. Don't know if we'll find anything. But I'll be like, I've been here. It feels like home. And I'll just go tell the people like, hey guys, I hauled a load here. You don't remember me? I'll be like, no, we don't. And I'll be like, yeah, it was in American Truck Simulator. And they're going to be like, get out. Don't come back. Even in American Truck Simulator, you're not welcome here. That's how I imagine that goes.
Keep left.
Alright. Left merge. Left merge. Here we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Disregard. Disregard. I'm trying to eyeball my phone at the exact same time, and it was not good. I don't know. I'm banking on it. Can we pass these guys before this little bit of a grade? We gotta pick up our speed now or we're stuck behind them forever. Kind of rough roads. I don't know how much of that setting, like the road damage setting or whatever, I've got on, but like they are not super smooth, which is surprising. They actually look like they should be kind of new. All right, we got to coast back down to 70, but it took some effort to get to 74 and past that guy, so I'm going with it for just a moment. There we go. Oh, dude, there's nothing quite like losing all your progress and having to start over. Did you have like a corrupted save? Could you not save or not like import your save file? What just happened? What just happened? I'm telling you, there's a short in my range switch. Like the, we should be in high. Yeah, we're in high. Okay, well now we need to go to low. We should have went from 8 high to 7 high there, and we went to 3rd. I'm a little scared here. Yeah. Sorry, just testing this out. That works. You know, I don't know also, maybe this issue, I'm using a different USB port, like on the front of my computer, because I was too lazy to reach to the back. Maybe that port isn't getting along, or maybe like the wiring inside that's connected to it. I like never use this USB port, so if it's not working, I don't know it. But maybe it's like tripping out, because the only thing plugged into it is this this switch for my shifter. So I don't know, but it acted like it went to the default setting on like low, and we all paid the price as we lost control. Everything's okay. All right, we're under control. world makes sense again. We're gonna take a right here.
Keep right, and then turn right.
All right.
Turn
Yep. 7th is fine.
Keep right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. I really don't want to have to buy a new shift knob. I also don't want to buy a new shift knob and find out that it's not actually a problem and that it really is just like the USB hub or the port. I've got like 4 USB 3s on my front case, and they're on like an internal hub that's plugged into like 2 USB headers, and I don't know if that hub's bad. I've had that hub for a few years, so like maybe I need to replace it. But this case has like 8,000 USB ports on it, and they're all connected, so I can find another one to play with. If it keeps being an issue, I might pause for a second, unplug, and reconnect to another one. All right, we are passing this guy before the uphill because we are going to lose some speed here. Oh, we made it. And we are going to cruise through here. We got 40 miles to go. If you take out like the 80 miles of me trying to diagnose why I'm on the struggle bus, it's been a very uneventful drive. Oh, I've not seen the 389 dump truck. That's kind of cool. How does it work cargo wise? Is there like a mod for like when you go to some of the like Origins and stuff, they have like a load for you to haul, or are you just cruising that truck and not necessarily hauling cargo? And yes, Rygar, I'm with you that it's probably the port. I'm just hoping that it's like a simple internal fix and it's not like the physical port. Like I said, I don't use the port, so if it's bad, it's probably been bad since I had the case, and it's a stupid expensive case. So I find that hard to imagine, but I would not want to have to replace it. I don't even know if I can. All of the USB ports are RGB, so I don't know if it's even replaceable. For whatever reason, I was convinced we were coming to a stop much, much sooner.
Keep right, and then
So I started coasting, thinking like a mile back we were going to be at an intersection, and we were not. Yeah, there's definitely the one port that's just different. My wife had a laptop, and I was playing some games on it a little bit, and I needed a 10 keypad, and it didn't have one. So like I bought like a USB one that just plugged in, and sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't. And I was like, I don't understand why it doesn't work. Does it have an on-off switch? Does it, whatever? And then like I'd unplug it and plug like a thumb drive in, and I'm like, oh, okay, the thumb drive works. Plug it back in and it works, and I'm like, okay, weird. And then finally like come to realize that like when it gets hot, like when you're just using the computer and you use a thumb drive, no problem. But it's like near a hot spot, and when the computer gets hot, that USB port kind of shorts out. And so like you'd never know it didn't work unless you were actually gaming, and on the laptop, like it would never really use peripherals on it. It was just kind of like messing around. And I was like, what is this? But like she bought the computer at a Best Buy and has like Best Buy Total Tech support. So they were totally down to repair it for free. But it was like super annoying. I'm like, the USB port doesn't work. And they like go in to diagnose it. And I tell them, I'm like, guys, it only doesn't work when it's hot. And they're like, oh, okay, that's fine. And they're like, yeah, we don't see anything wrong with it. I'm like, is it hot? And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, it needs to be hot. Like, we had this discussion. But they did get it swapped out. They had to put a new motherboard in, I think. I don't know if I've ever had a computer that didn't have a bad USB port.
Keep left, and then turn
Alright.
left.
We are... I guess we're entering right here. Yeah. Swing these doubles in there. I almost forgot I had doubles. There's no way. Oh wait, we're going straight in.
It's all over now.
It was like, I'm not about to spin these doubles around and back them up right here. It's like, there's no way. But that is not what we're doing. So never mind. Disregard my very upset nature. We're here. And drop this thing. Okay. Not a big paying job. We got 4,700 there. But before we look at jobs, let's look at the map. Where's the map? There we go. There is a service center here. Can I buy... Hang on. I've only ever bought one used truck. How do I do the used truck market? Used trucks. I might not have to be... Okay, I don't think I actually have to physically be at a dealership to buy a used truck. You do have to buy a new one until you've bought a certain number of them, and then you can buy online. Look at this. Who's buying a $23,000 Volvo? It says it's in 3-star condition. I don't know that I believe... Wow. A 1-star. What is the difference in these that this Volvo's 23 grand? It's got a 355 horsepower engine. Okay. This Western Star, only 370. I was thinking maybe it was a much better truck in much worse condition. It seems like it's equally bad. So, Fry, what's going on? All right, so let's see. These get more expensive. Like up at 90 grand, we already can't afford that. It's 5-star condition. Our driver's not worth 5-star. Here's a 1-star, but it's got 450 horsepower. I guess we don't really care if we're not going to drive this truck if it's 450. We could take this 355 Volvo. 8% on the motor, 2% on the transmission, 10% on the chassis, 4 on the body, and 3 on the tires. This is not a bad truck. Why is it 23,000? Like, this Western Star is like beaten, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I pull the trigger on the Volvo? Because if I get the Volvo, we could paint it up real quick. You know, Fry, there are shortcuts in this game, like there are in SnowRunner. They are not quite like SnowRunner, but there are actually hidden shortcuts. And they are not... they're not as risky. Let's use that word. They're not as risky as the SnowRunner shortcuts. It's not like just driving off a cliff into a mud pit hoping for the best. All right, Toxic, you're back. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on this swaggy Volvo as a new company truck. Less fun. It's not less fun, Fry, although I do miss some SnowRunner. Me and some friends were actually talking about getting some SnowRunner going, well, probably tomorrow, I guess, maybe today. They were saying something about playing this week, and I was like, yeah, and I didn't realize that the week's over. Any Pete's? Let's see. Yeah, the first Pete's 108,000. It's in great condition. 370 horse. 6x2, 6. They're all kind of 6x2s. I don't even know if there is a 6x4, but if the employee's driving it, I don't know if we care. I already have a loan out, and I don't really understand why. I don't remember taking out a loan. I don't know how to do that either. Where's the bank? Services, bank. I borrowed when did I borrow $100,000? Did I like do that right when I started the game? I don't remember doing that. So we could take out a loan and we could get the Pete. You sold your sim setup. All right, so if we took out a loan for like 100,000, there was a Kenworth for 100 even. We could snag this, and then I'm just thinking, if this is the truck that my employee drives, do they need something that nice? Alternatively, like, I could build this truck up and then I could drive it and give them the International that I've been cruising in. This thing, very light wear. So let's do the bank. We're going to borrow money. I'm hoping that 100,000's enough. And I'm also hoping that this guy that we hire can make $1,000 a day to pay for that. I get you. I get you. It is hard if you're busy and you don't have time to use your stuff. All right, Toxic. This Kenworth for 100 or the Peterbilt for 108. They're both almost identical as far as like wear, performance. Like, we're going to have to mod whatever one we get. Probably a better engine, better transmission. Ideally a 6x4 chassis, but if not, we'll just have to cruise in a 6x2. I feel like I'm a little more partial to the Kenworth. If it's up to me, I'll take the Kenworth. So let's pull the trigger on it. Oh, guys, remember we talked about this. This is what I checked earlier. What does it take to get a garage spot? How do I upgrade the garage? Oh, upgrade. Dude, it's 180,000 just for the garage. So we need another 200,000. Oh, dude, the Mafia is totally going to come break my knees to get this money back. Repay that. Actually, yeah, we'll take the $400,000 loan. It's kind of hairball. We'll do that. I'm going to repay this old $100,000 loan. And hope that that leaves me enough money. But now we're only making one $5,700 a day payment. And garage manager... Our tiny Omaha garage is going to get upgraded. Woohoo! Yeah, real life sim right there when the Mafia guys show up to break your knees in the back of the garage. We made some progress. We got a legit stepping stone. We have 211,000 to use on a truck. So Kenworth, we'll buy it. and it's going to live at the Omaha garage. All right, now, since we're not in that truck, we should be able to actually modify it. If you're driving it, you have to go to the service center. If you're not driving it, we can upgrade it from here. Because of the ultra widescreen, you guys can't see. So on the left side, day cab is my only option. We do get a sleeper of some sort at level 10, but we're at least one more job from that. On the engine, it currently has a Cummins ISX 12. We don't want that garbage. There is the ISX 15, 500 horsepower. That's what we're currently running in the International. So I think that's what we're going to pull the trigger on. That thing itself is going to cost $23,000. The transmission, next transmission unlocks at level 12. I think we're going to take the 18 speed that I just put into the International. It doesn't have the retarder, but having the 18 speed is probably the way to go. Yes, the American trucks are freaking awesome. Start brainstorming colors. Like, what kind of color are you thinking? And this is like, I think that's the bumper that's on the International. It might be similar. We can also go with like a low bumper. If we're going like fancy haul, we could do something like that. We do have 111,000. We're currently at 30. So for the moment, we can afford to put some upgrades on this. I think the Kenworth fender guards. Now, for the grill, we got horizontal, rectangle, V18, night. Can we get... I actually kind of like that one. Kenworth grill, louvered, diamond cut. I don't know. I do like that. Trying to imagine. I almost need like a color idea so I can figure out if that's the way we're going to want to go. Do we want the hood ornament or bug deflector? I kind of like that. And we can go more modern lights. I actually don't really mind these classic ones. They're harder to see when... There. All right, let's do... Trying to decide if we want to do like LED ones. I think that's what we'll go with. And we need front mirrors. Get chrome mirrors. We need them on both sides. There are so many options. And main mirrors. The standard marker mirrors. We do get the light on it as well as the spotter mirror on the bottom. I kind of feel like that is the way to go there. Chrome badge, old school badge, plain, and the current standard logo. Let's do the... No, let's go with the standard one. Air filter covers, we'll put that on there. Get modern air filters. Things fancy looking. We still have so much stuff to unlock. Chrome tipped mud flaps. Chrome steps for the fuel tank. And we can go up from the 120 gallon fuel tanks we have right now to chrome. So that's actually kind of nifty. Move the fuel tanks back and put in like some nice stairs. These bands are paintable. I actually kind of like the idea of it being chrome bands like that. And then, what do you think, Rygar? Do you have a color idea? I'm like kind of partial to earth tones, but if there's like an exciting idea that you like, let me know. That's our mirror. That's light bars. Rear fenders. Kind of like those. Do we do, instead of rib, do we just go smooth chrome? And I kind of like the wide fronts, the super single fronts. We can go traditional. Where's the hub cover? There it is. And I'm thinking chrome caps. Rear rims will go standard chrome cap, and cap nuts. There are seriously so many options. I had some custom rims, and when I did a game update, it said my mod was not compatible. So let me look at this and see, because it said one rim thing was not compatible, but it was I had Alcoa wheels, and I do have one. No, it's not here. I thought it was. I do not currently have any, unless they're not unlocked. I have a bunch of rims that are not unlocked, but I feel like mod rims are always unlocked instantly. So I would guess that I'll have to see if that mod does have an update to it. But when I loaded up, I wasn't using really any of the mods, so I wasn't super concerned about like whether or not it was active. And rear bumper, we can go like full chrome monster like this thing, or there's like something more subtle. I don't know. I don't know if is that the vibe we're going for with all the lights? Full chrome? Full chrome. Okay. All right, we have the chrome tipped mud flaps on the front, so we'll do them on the back. And then chrome chassis cover right there. I don't know. Maybe the chrome over the diamond plate or the diamond plate. There is not a triple. We could do that. It's going to be snazzy. It's going to be very, very fancy. Quad LED on the rear. All right, we can go with the tall bull hauler stacks, do the straight pipes. And horns, 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 horns. I feel like we need the roof skylight, cabin lights. Ooh, which ones do we have on there though? Lumen Mark 1. Apparently lighting is the only mod that's like still existing. I've got infinite light options. Maybe we go just hardcore, lights across the whole front. Okay. We are pretty built. The only question is paint. We do need the side mirror over here. We did not put that on. I think that covers everything though. We got the handles. Paint can be super expensive. So if it's like metallic, that's not too bad. If we do like stripes or anything, some of these paint jobs are like over 20,000. And some of them are not super green color, darker green or something like that. Okay. Some of these can't really be super customized. This one can. So we could keep the stripes. And if we did I don't know, so that's like the base coat. It's got like silver over it. That's got like brown. And I don't know if we do on the green. And by the way, tell me like brighter green, darker green. You just said dark. I kind of settled there. Trying to decide if I like those stripes. And then the blue, it could be, I mean, really, it could be like something different altogether. It could be a different green. Like, that's our regular green. So we can tweak it out, or looks like a winner. Okay. Do you like the stripes? Could do something like that. Actually, I almost wouldn't mind those reversed. More like that. I don't know. What do you think? I kind of feel like this is 86,000. So we'll do that. I'm going to switch to be the driver there, which means it's going to send us back to Omaha. And then we'll have to hire a driver real fast, but that should be like very quick. I'm pretty sure I've been to a agency or whatever, and I've got a driver available. Company, driver manager. How do I hire one? Recruitment agency. Hire a driver. All right, we have very limited options. We literally have these 4 options. So this chick's 360 a day, and they're all within a margin of error, and 1666 a mile. This guy's the only one that's not a 0.8 driver rating. He's got 2 in fragile, 1 in high value. Endorsement, we don't care if she's got eco. Yeah, expensive like a real woman. We could take Martin. He's got a little bit better perks. We could get him just in time. So, like, he's going to go to Omaha. He's going to drive the International. And then we go to the driver manager and just tell him how to upgrade. So let's have him upgrade on just-in-time delivery, so he'll get some perks there, and then we can do like range or something after. Okay, I think that's it. We can go back to looking for a job. And we're in Omaha, so what do we got here? We can take this low boy with a wheel loader down to Jefferson City, Burlington, Iowa. We could go west. I wanted to go south. Is there anything? There's nothing in Oklahoma yet. There's a new destination in Iowa. Nope, we have been there. Okay. I don't know. So I'm just thinking if we took like a trip down this way, we could still end up back at Arkansas coming up. So let's do that. We'll go to Waterloo, Iowa, simply because we haven't been there. Actually, we can do this. We haven't been to Iowa City either. Yeah, we'll take that. All right, let's check out this truck. Dark green. And I didn't look at that. Let me make sure we're gonna make it there. When's this job expire before we drive all the way across town? Oh, it expires in 6 hours. We're good. much fancier interior.
Turn left.
Yes, it does sound awesome. It's a very good sounding one. Alright, we got a weird right turn coming up, so we'll get over. Yes, you do get to see the GPS now, so you'll be able to figure out like what my route plan is. When I just take some random turn, you'll be like, oh, that actually does make sense.
Turn right.
Alright, right turn. We got one car on the left, but he is a ways out, and this guy's taking up the whole road, so we're following suit. We need to get over to the left, and we're going to take the left up there, so I kind of need to beat this guy off the line. Looks like that light went yellow. Nope. Come on. Maybe. Maybe. That is a long light. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. All right, we're going to make it. There we go. All is good. Left turn. Wow. That Jake locked up the rear end. Let me turn that down. It is like way aggressive with no weight on the rear. Exactly. No more of my mystery navigating. So this light's still green. We got a minute. We're rolling. So I can probably do this job, and then I probably have to call it on the stream and figure out what my daughter is up to. I'm not even convinced that she's awake yet. And make her come hang out with me. Because every teenage girl's like, all I want to do is hang out with Dad. But we have some horse stuff to take care of. Horses and doggos.
Keep right.
I like this truck. I'm a big fan so far. Now we got to figure out how to pay for it, though. Between me and the one guy, Martin, we're going to be working around the clock to get this bill paid off. Oh, are we actually staying here? No, we're not.
Turn right.
Yeah, we are. Okay, I see what we're doing. There's a fork in the route here. I was like, it's telling me to go right, but I'm looking at it go left, but there's a fork in the ramp. Get back over to the right. Oh, we'll get back over to the left. I do have a horse. Yes, I have a beautiful mare. Her name is Aurora, and she definitely wants a friend to come out and hang out with her today. not gonna lie, I looked at that yellow light there and I was debating it for a minute. I was like, do I just gun it through there? And I'm like, no, don't do it. But it crossed my mind. I'm not really on a farm, so I live in a rural part of the city, and like everything around here is like 1 and 2 acre lots, and so like most of the people in my area have like a horse or two and some sheep and stuff like that, but not like a proper agricultural farm, just land around my home. I love this thing. It's a nice first real truck. We got off of our starter international. Alright, we got a right turn. It looks good though, it looks good.
Go straight on.
And somewhere up here. Dude, that Jake is like so aggressive. It's still locked it up. I've got it all the way down on the lowest setting.
And then turn right.
We gotta put some weight on these rear axles and not lose control. Oh, I did not put it in neutral. I thought I did. We stalled it. I was just gonna like coast up there, and instead I hit the brake and stall the truck.
Never mind. I'll find a new route. Make a U-turn.
Did she not just say turn right? I mean, she said like get ready to turn right. I thought she meant this one. Clearly, it's not this parking lot. It's the next one. That's my bad. I've got good news and bad news. I do have a horse. I have no ducks. That's the bad news. My son wanted ducks. I was totally down to get ducks. And I was like, you know, you're going to have to help take care of him. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, but like they have to be like fed and stuff every day. And like you have to spend time with them, or they're not going to like want to be around people, and they're just going to be animals that live in our backyard. And he was like, okay. And then like the more I talked to him about it, it was kind of like, well, I kind of like the idea of the ducks. I don't know if I want to be responsible for them. And I was like, all right, we're going to hold off on ducks for a minute. It's probably not bad either, because there are like some random cats. I think they're neighbors' cats, but there's some cats that like migrate through my lawn and my pasture space like every night. And I don't know that they would leave ducks alone. But my dog, well, either of my dogs actually want to eat those cats. So I'm like, if my dogs are chasing the cats and the cats are chasing the ducks, might be kind of chaotic. All right, there's our job.
Time to hit the road.
The fact that I have no ducks is a little bit disconcerting, but rest assured, I have a few hundred rubber ducks. There are a few of them. Oh, we already know how that view went last time. I was all kinds of questioning it. You know, I arbitrarily picked a green, and I really like this color. It's actually really sharp. This one's like just gloss. It might actually be, I saved it as a preset because I liked it. So it might be kind of interesting in like a metallic too. But I think it looks good. It's alive. That's a decent sized low boy for this tiny little load.
Turn right.
We could have hauled 3 of these things on there just fine.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
We're clear left. We're clear-ish right. I don't know what that guy's doing. He just needs to keep driving, and I will avoid him. And of course, we got to go right, so we got to get in this line of traffic.
Go straight on.
Everybody's going right. The never-ending right turn lane. Here we go. We'll get on the road. This should be actually a decent drive across Iowa. It looked like it was mostly on one highway until we get closer. So shouldn't be too much like stop and go, I hope. And then, what just happened?
Turn right.
I don't know what this guy stopped for, but he stopped. And then we do get to see a new town in Iowa, so that'll be good. Lots of traffic time just sitting here. Nobody wants to go. There must have been left turn arrows on the parts of the road that had no cars. I very much would be okay going. There it is. Alright, we're on the open road. Back up to 65, let's do it. It's alive.
Keep left.
We got a weird exit coming up.
Keep right. And then exit right.
Alright, we're gonna go right. Alright, makes more sense. The
Exit
GPS
right.
made it look like it was gonna be way more convoluted than it was, but it really is just a flyover right here. Here's our chance. Are we merging? Are we merging, bro? Dude, do not. Wow. Nice brake check there. Alright, we gotta get over at 40 miles an hour.
Keep left.
See if we can get this thing back up to speed. Crazy drivers. I feel like you need some sort of like blood pressure simulator in this as well. I mean, my blood's boiling after getting brake checked, but like need to be like super stressed out in the traffic to just add that extra level of realism. I really like this truck. I'm a big fan. Good call. Going to Des Moines? I'm trying to think. I already forgot where our destination was. And oh no, we're going to Iowa City. We gotta keep on driving. Kind of feel like if we can get around these guys, keep our speed up. The speed limit's 70. We're going to try and do 75 through here a little bit. Try and get as much real estate done as we can while the sun is up. Our estimated arrival time is like 9:57 p.m. So it will start getting dark here. We got to see a little bit of the Iowa countryside before that happens. Fire truck's gonna ruin my day. I don't know. Do we go right? Do we go right? Wait, you see what? Insurance scammers on Discord? Or did I miss something in the conversation? Visibility's better out of this. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like I've got really good views out of this thing though. Rest area, big fancy rest area. So, could have slept through the night. I don't know when this is like mandatorily due by. I mean, it says it's expected by Wednesday at 1 a.m. So yeah, we would not have been able to sleep through it. Is that Des Moines? Is that where we're at? I don't know. I did not see that sign fast enough. I think it said Des Moines, but I kind of looked late. Oh, we are flying. They got speed cameras here. I did not notice that it dropped down to 55, but we blew right through there. So much for going 75.
Keep left.
know. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, I look down and I see one thing about, do you have Discord? Next thing you know is like, oh, you see all those IRL insurance scammers. And I'm like, did I miss something in there that I can't study because I'm staring at the road? I know nothing about Discord insurance scammers, but I'm like, is that a thing? Is it not a thing? Do I not know what I'm talking about? But like I said, like I don't really ever use Discord. Like when I'd play games with some buddies, like it was like our go-to spot where we could like all meet up and whatnot. But like I don't ever like check out much on Discord. I don't feel like I know anything about it. So there could be insurance scammers and I wouldn't know.
Keep right and then turn right. Turn right.
How sharp is this going to be? It's kind of broad. Seems decent.
Keep right.
It's a little tighter. Alright, we're back up to 70, and we gotta merge over to the left. I love it. Beautiful. It's beautiful out here. Nice quiet roads, pretty sunset, blue skies. What more can you ask for? That makes more sense. Okay. Okay. I did not process when the comment had come in. I like got brake checked. Then I looked down and the whole context of the conversation is, you got Discord? Yeah, what about those insurance scammers? Yes, they modeled the brake check insurance scam in the game exactly. Oh yeah. Oh, that could be a meme. You know those Discord insurance scammers? Oh, that's great. Whew. Gotta catch my breath. That was pretty good. I was not expecting that. Like I said, I did not put two and two together. I'm just like, surely they're still talking about Discord. Uh-oh. These guys are going slower than I want them to. I'm kind of catching up to that front car. I do think Discord's awesome. Like, it does have a lot of cool stuff in it. I don't know how to use it. Because, like, all we ever did was, like, we created, like, one little lobby that we would chat in. And then, like, I've got some, like, other friends that, like, I would stream with sometimes when we were playing Call of Duty. And we'd use their server. And it's, like, all legit set up. And I'm like, alright, I didn't know you could do any of this stuff. But it does seem cool. I just only ever use it for, like, basic communications. And maybe I need to spend a little bit more time checking it out. What did you and the wife end up doing for the anniversary today? And we're gonna go right, apparently.
Keep right and then turn
Nope. Just as I like want to get back on it, we can't get around these guys.
Keep right.
They slow down. Like, speed up, slow down. No one knows. Well, that's... Dude! There's those Discord scammers again. What is going on right now? He definitely did not have to slam on the brakes. And we're exiting here, so I won't have an aneurysm. We just hit something in the road. Maybe road problems, but definitely felt that in the wheel.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Alright, we're not going to squeeze through there. We'll wait for this guy. It's wider than it looked. We probably could have. We'll wait. We're good. I don't know what size fuel tank that International had, but it was not great. So hopefully this 180 gallon on here is bigger. Welcome to Iowa City, everyone.
Keep right and then turn right. Turn right.
Alright, we are pulling into this parking lot. Target is getting a
Get ready to turn
little
right.
site dumper. Okay, maybe they're actually doing road work here. But it's going to the Target nonetheless. They're doing some like parking lot construction. I was like, what is Target going to do with this? But at least they have a real reason. Hit the curb.
Get ready to turn left.
Trying to like study the left side,
Turn
like
left.
how do I get into this place that I want to, like where do I want to go to make the delivery? And I'm not paying attention to the fact that I took that turn extra wide.
Finally, we are here.
Oh, we're here. Really? Where's the front? Okay, I gotta back it in there. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I thought it looked perpendicular to that to me. I was like, is it between the barrels? I was trying to figure out where that was. We're okay. Straighten that bad boy out. Ooh, I need to do a mirror adjustment. I do not have those mirrors in view at all. Let's see. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Adjust mirrors. Cannot see the trailer to save my life. When we got in the new truck, I made no adjustments whatsoever. So, you know, kind of a little bit of an issue that wasn't really showing up until just now. And of course, I'm not straight either, so I don't know how well we'll get this adjusted, but we'll see what we can do. We'll try something like that. We're straight-ish. All right. Get this thing moving over there a little bit. We're bumping into the curb or something that I didn't know was there. Yep, there is a curb there. That's my bad. We could have dodged it. I didn't have to cut it that hard. I just didn't know there was a curb to go over. All is good. Might have needed to kink that a little bit earlier. We'll go back out just a little bit. Like right there. Yeah, that's better. Oh, we hit that truck. Apparently we hit the truck. Did we? Yeah, we did. Did not look like we were going to. I wanted to swing it in there and then straighten it out, but don't tell the target people that we did that. Totally seemed like we had more space than we did. Gotta get used to this long nose. We're here. We're in. Hopefully we didn't scratch the beautiful new paint. We'll drop that thing off. Okay. 269 miles. We did level up. Actually, we made it a decent way into level 10 as well. And picked up $3,000. It was not a great paying job, but nonetheless, it was still worth it. Like, that alone pays for like half of our loan payment for the week. So, good stuff there. Now, like I said, I am going to call it right here because I've got my daughter that I either need to wake up or she's already awake and I just gotta go find her. But I got a few other things to do today. I hope you guys all have a good time, and I am going to come check out your channel, Toxic, so expect to see me in there. I will be a little busy right now, so I'll put it on in the background and listen, but I hope you have a great stream, and I hope to see you guys again in upcoming stuff. But thanks so much for joining. Thanks for helping me put the truck together, and I will talk to you guys shortly. See you in the next one.